Welcome to the AfroCentric Woman, where our mission is to inspire Black women to heal core wounds and embrace a luxurious and abundant lifestyle. In this video, I want to talk to you about your obsession with your ex-narc and their supply. Um, I want to encourage you to consider your preoccupation with your narcissist as a barometer of your own personal health and healing. So, if you are constantly engaged in conversation about what your ex narcissistic partner is doing, obsessing about their new supply, obsessing about why they did this or that to you and why they did this or that to you, I'm not I'm not encouraging you to beat yourself up about it, but I want to encourage you to know that that will help you know how healthy you are. Really how healthy you are. How over this are you? You may be in no contact, but if you are totally consumed with engaging in online forums, asking people about your particular situation with your narc, and worried about what they are and what they're doing, and you're just so triggered by everything, it gives you an idea to kind of know where you are on the healing journey and maybe the resources that you need to put in place to help you get to a place of peace in yourself. You will know that you are more healthy when you feel neutral about your narc. So it's not that you want the person to die, you want them to have karma, you want their karma to come kick them in the ass, you want to hand them their ass, you want them to, suffer and experience what you experienced. You will get to a place of feeling neutral about everything. Like, listen, this is the thing about narcissists, okay? They live their life, especially let's talk about the malignant ones. They live their life in a way that's dangerous. They live their life in a way that's on the edge. They live their life in a very abusive, manipulative way. So they are putting themselves in a position of turmoil and chaos and their own demise. And that doesn't have anything to do with you. Like, that has to do with their own personal choices and what they do and how they handle their life. So, you know, you do go through a phase. Well, I didn't with my last one, but I also haven't as a disclaimer, I also haven't experienced, except for my father, I haven't experienced super malignant narcissists. So I do realize that you know, I'm on the outside looking in. For all of you who have experienced those super malignant narcissists, um, but nonetheless, they all have very similar traits. And there is a phase that you go through where you want them, to pay for what they've done to you. And you do go through this phase of you wanting to see their karma, you want to see it play out. What I've learned about karma is that it is not linear. It is not, okay, this happened bad, okay, then this bad thing happens to you. Okay, now this thing bad, okay, now this thing happens to you. It doesn't work like that. It comes in the most, you know, it comes in the craziest ways. As well as positive things too. Like, somebody might say something to me 5 years ago and it planted a seed, and that seed didn't blossom until just now. You know? Like, it wasn't wasted information, it just took time. So karma is the same way. Like, it doesn't happen on your time. It doesn't happen while you're looking and you're waiting for the demise to happen. It doesn't work like that. It'll happen because, and it's not even like, oh, because they did this bad thing to me, something bad has to happen to them. No, this is the thing. We live in, we have free will. And if people choose to live their life like these narcissists do, if they choose to live their life the way they do, wheeling and dealing and causing mayhem and destruction and abuse and, and all the whole cycle, they're going to get what's coming to them. And that's just, it's not on your time. And so when you release that and you submit to what is, that is a sign that you are really starting to get healthy. And if you find yourself obsessing over them constantly, then you have work to do. You have work to do. And so, what is that work? That work is understanding it from an intellectual standpoint. So, try to, this is my method, this is what helps me, and it might help you. Try it out and see. But I like to kind of separate and compartmentalize my raw emotions from understanding the disorder. And that helps me a lot because when it's all jumbled up, it can be kind of mixed up and, to understand like what is happening. But when I understand the mental disorder, the personality disorder, the trauma response or, mechanisms of narcissistic traits or narcissistic personality disorder, I understand that it's not about me. It's about them. It doesn't have anything to do about me. There's no, like, my worth and my beauty and my anything that I bring to the table doesn't have anything to do with their malignancy. It doesn't have anything to do with their deficits. It doesn't have anything to do with their abuse. And I've told, women over and over and over again, like girlfriends who want to lament about their past and like, why did he do this to me? Why would he do this to me? And I'm like, sis, this isn't about you. Your name could be Sheila, Carla, Mary, Sue, Tina, you know, Katrina, Lena, Sarah, Michaela. It doesn't matter. You're interchangeable. You don't matter in this equation. It's just a warm person, a human, a supply to be abused. So this isn't about you. This isn't a referendum on your worth. There's nothing that you could do or say to heal this person. But on the contrary, what you do and say to yourself can totally heal you, my love. So check in with yourself. Really check in and see, where am I with this? Am I worried about the supply? Because this is my thing, okay, with my ex and his spouse. I love women and I don't want any woman to be abused. I want us to be healthy and strong. And I also don't care about his new supply. It's not my problem. She is like, he is her problem now, not mine. You know what I mean? And if it's worth it to you, like as a grown woman, a grown adult, if you assess him and he's worth it to you to put up with his shenanigans, then do it. I don't care. It's not my problem. I rid myself of that problem years ago and I haven't looked back since. So do you, boo, do you. I don't care. I don't want to look up no pictures. I don't care. I just don't. So, there's been others since then, and I've gone through my grieving process and I have checked social media. I have blocked and unblocked and blocked and unblocked and, looked at the pictures and stuff like that. But that period definitely was very short-lived. It was very short-lived because I knew I had to double down on my investment in myself and healing myself, understanding the disorder, understanding what it's all about, shoring up myself and reaffirming myself, reparenting myself, loving on my inner child, listening to myself, giving myself a chance to grieve not only the relationship but my desires, my fantasies, my plans for what it could be, for what you could represent for my life, with who you could be, and all the future faking, all of that has to be grieved, you know? So I encourage you to have, you may not be there right now, and it's okay. Give yourself a hug. Put on the horizon for your wellness plan to be at peace and to be neutral about your narc and what they have doing, what they have going on, and their new supply and the rotating supply. The only the only thing that I encourage people to get involved with is if there's children involved. If there's children involved and they're at great risk of getting abused by the narc, then yeah, do anything in your power to get them safe. But if they're just dealing with grown consenting adults, just step back and um, submit to what is about the situation and know that you're enough. You are worthy. And if you don't feel worthy, there are things that you can do to cultivate feelings of worthiness within yourself. Things like meditation, affirmations, doing things that make you feel worthy. So doing things that matter to you, whether it be a hobby, something that you enjoy doing, surrounding yourself with positive people that affirm you, getting out in nature, journaling, doing inner child work, affirming yourself, processing old trauma, rewriting the script within your mind. All of those things are going to help you feel more worthy and more full of yourself and in love with yourself and at peace with yourself and attuned to the things that you need, love, and desire. Recognizing the patterns that you've had in your life of relationships so that you can change your course. And with all that focus on you, guess what? You're not going to be worried about the narc or their new supply or their old supply or their forever supply or any configuration of supply because you are engrossed in your healing. You are engrossed in the healing of yourself because you matter. You're beautiful and you matter. So, I would like to leave you with that message, and I hope some aspect of it resonated with you. Please do share your thoughts down in the comment section. I look forward to interacting with you. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And if you have subscribed to our channel, thank you. I appreciate you.